Hey there guys, this is NerfStrangerX and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna watch episode 13 of season fucking 7. Which is... I don't even know the title, to be honest. Okay, I've heard exciting things. I'm not spoiled at all, I do not know anything about this, I'm only... I think there might be a chance for something very special to happen. People told me this is big, this is really big, and I need to not get spoiled, which I luckily didn't. I'm absolutely unspoiled, so this is gonna be a totally blind reaction. I'm so excited. If this is what I think it is, and it solves this one problem finally, or it talks about this one problem finally, and I might be prepared to cry. So let's just get into this. Okay, I cannot wait any longer. I don't even know the title, so Jesus, let it be this thing. Oh my god. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and oh, it starts off good. Apple Bloom. What is it? Oh. So what is he selling? Juice? Marmalade? Pancakes?
Thank you! You must be new. I'm Apple Bloom.
I'm Grandpa Pear.
Welcome to Ponyville.
You mean welcome back to Ponyville. Grandpa Pear was originally from here before he opened his famous pear jam store in Vancouver.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Why'd you move back?
I needed a change of pace.
Huh.
So who is
This is
that?
delicious.
Does he know about
I can't
Apple
believe
Bloom's
I've
parents?
gone my whole life without ever having this.
Glad you like it.
How much?
No.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Grandpa, sir. It was real nice meeting
His
you.
name is already very... Okay. Okay, what this
Glad
is...
you're back, Mr. Cube. Just in time for breakfast for dinner.
I got the perfect topper for flapjacks at the market today.
Pear jam? What were you thinking? Wait, hide it.
Yeah, of course. What? So is this some kind of rival of Granny? Okay, so what my suspicion is that this might be the episode about Applejack's parents. But I do not want to get disappointed, so I'm not thinking too much into it. I'm just curious to see. People said it's big, so it still is gonna be a good episode, I think. It's just, it could be so much. Okay, greetings to Andy and Caperon, who both of them, they couldn't stop telling me to avoid spoilers, basically.
The big deal is that there is a long-standing feud between the apples and the pears.
Okay.
Yep.
Why?
Why? Well, actually, I'm not really sure. You have any idea, Big Mac?
Nope.
Then I guess we should ask Granny? Ask me what?
What goes better with apple fritter flapjacks? Caramel syrup or praline?
Praline? Oh, that smells great, Applejack. I'm gonna go wash up.
She doesn't give a damn.
Be right back.
Okay.
Listen, Sugar Cube, anytime Big Mac and I ever asked Granny about the feud or the pears, she'd get so upset she couldn't talk. Best not bring it up.
Okay,
I'm
but
so curious.
Grandpa was
How
really
can
nice
this
to
be
me,
such a big
even though I'm
thing?
an apple.
It doesn't sound like a big thing right now.
Too. But if we can't ask Granny, I don't know who. We can ask Goldie Delicious. If any pony knows about the feud,
Oh.
he's the family historian.
I'm in. What do you say, Big Mac? Sibling trip first thing tomorrow?
Yep.
I don't really know what to comment. I'm just so excited, expecting, you know? We haven't seen her in a long time. Jesus. Okay.
Now that
friends.
Yes!
Well, anyway, it's so wonderful to see you three. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Okay.
Well, Goldie, we were hoping you could tell us about the feud with the apples and the pears.
Oh dear. Well, does Granny Smith know you're here?
No, ma'am. But I ran into Grandpa Pear yesterday, and he was real nice. Maybe the feud
There's
was
gonna be a
misunderstanding
silence
or
reaction.
something, and we can fix it.
Well, I don't know about that, little one, but if it's the story you're after, I suppose you have a right to know. Let's see, I'm gonna stack of books here someplace.
Yeah.
Oh, After Family History, Volume 1,
He found it in.
Here we are.
Okay.
Feud with the bears. Pears. My eyes ain't what they used to be. A long
Oh, she's
time
hard to
ago,
understand.
Sweet Apple Acres wasn't the only farm in Ponyville. In fact, there was another one just right next door.
Come and
Okay.
get your apples. Nothing sweeter than biting into a
Oh, is that Granny? Awesome.
Unless, of course, you could bite into a juicy pear.
Please, pears are just what happens when you ain't no good at farming apples.
Is that
Pears
Michelle
are
Creeber voicing
understandable.
young Granny?
Apples are sour, like the expression on your face right now.
And so
Okay.
it went. Granny and Grandpa were always at each other. Who was the best farmer? Who took better care of their trees? If Granny read to her trees at night,
And then the little tree reached its branches up to the moon, and the moon said, "Good night."
why then Grandpa had special blankets made for his trees so they wouldn't get cold.
What?
Good night, trees.
That's. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? I like this. So are they like ex-lovers? I mean,
In fact, all the apples and the pears were rivals to the core. The only apple and pear who ever got along were Bright Macintosh and Pear Butter.
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
is
I'm
that?
not supposed to talk to you either.
My mom says if you hold a buttercup under your chin, it'll make your chin glow. But it doesn't work on me. See?
Does it work on me?
Yes.
It does, Buttercup.
Jesus, you're too young for this.
That man.
Wait an apple picking minute. Bright Mac and Buttercup, those are our parents' names.
Of course, Buttercup was just a nickname your father gave your mother, Pear Butter. Well,
It's
that was a given
happening.
name.
It's happening.
Are you saying our mother was a pear?
So we are half pear?
Holy Jesus.
How did we not know?
Well, no pony called your mother Pear Butter. Cutie Mark was a preserved job, but Pear Butter don't look too much different from apple butter, so no clues there.
Is there anything else?
So Applejack is not 100% apple? Is that what you're telling me?
The magical, darkest, other side of a rainbow kind of love. You couldn't be around them too long and not feel a little bit lighter than air yourself.
Anything else?
I'd need volume 138 for that.
I'm
sure I could wrangle it.
What?
In a couple of days.
That's all right, Goldie. It was nice just to hear it.
I just remembered something. Your dad and his buddy Burnt Oak would get in all kinds of trouble together.
You cannot stop the story there, you know that, right?
The firewood sales pony? I haven't seen him in ages.
He and your dad were thick as thieves back in the
Ooh.
day. Y'all should talk to him.
Oh my god. I'm prepared to cry so hard.
Well, well, if it isn't the apples, what can I do for you? I know you're not here for firewood. You got more
Of
trees
what
than
actor
any
does you
pony in
remind
Ponyville.
me?
You're
Help
right.
me out.
We're not here for that.
Come to ask about your dad?
Yup.
Well, I wondered if you might. Hoped you would. It's nice to talk about him. We had a lot of laughs. In fact, this one time, we were racing to see who could till the fastest, and Bright Mac was leading me in the dust. He would have won, too, if he wasn't so distracted.
That are the... There they are. We finally see them. Ouch.
Oh! Butter, what did you do?
I'm not sure.
She didn't do it, sir.
Excuse me?
The water silo. It was my fault.
You owe me a new silo, boy. And you? Come with me. No daughter of mine is gonna make goo-goo eyes.
History. Oh my goodness. Aww.
Grandpa never would have known it was your father's fault. But there was no way he'd let your mother take the blame for something he did.
So Dad was super honest. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh, Applejack?
Your dad worked the apple farm all day and then headed over the pears on his breaks to fix the water side. I didn't see him for weeks. Not that he minded. Gave him a chance to get to know your mom.
Did you know our mom, too?
Buttercup was a real peach of a pear. But if you want to know more about her, you should ask Mrs. Cake.
Mrs.
She and
Cake?
your mom were inseparable when they were fillies.
Then let's go. Thanks,
What?
Birdo.
That is fantastic.
Would it be okay if we stopped by again sometime to hear more stories?
I'd like that very much.
Oh my god. There was Twilight, by the way, talking to someone I didn't
Well,
take a look at.
cinnamon sugar on toast.
The tears are
All
already
green apples, cinnamons.
in sight.
We heard you and our ma used to be real good friends, and we were hoping you could tell us a bit about her. Oh, I would love to. I never knew the right time to bring
yourself
it up,
together,
but I'm
Nerf.
so
This is
glad
gonna
you
get
came.
worse.
Okay, for starters, did you all know that it was your mom who convinced me to pursue baking? What isn't your name, Mrs. Cake?
Not always. Back when I was Chiffon Swirl, I had
Chiffon
no idea
Swirl?
what I was supposed to do. But one day, your mom
Chiffon
brought me some
Swirl?
pears, eggs, flour, sugar, and vanilla, and told me to just be creative. Next thing I knew, I was whipping up pear upside down cake, and I got my cutie mark. It
And
was
then
like she
you
knew what
married
I was
Mr.
supposed to
Cake.
do long before I did. Just like you, Sugar Cube. Or rather, you're just like her.
That was the first of many cakes for me, and Buttercup was with me through it all. She'd be my taste tester, help with the decorating,
Ooh.
and prep new ingredients. Over the years, I perfected my recipes. Your mom did so much for me. One day,
They
I
are
wanted
so
to
adorable.
surprise her with a cake.
Would you sew those two together? Aww. And then her chin glows. No. Aww.
Oh, it's just you. Sorry. I just brought you a little something to say thank you. But I see you're busy. Promise you won't say anything?
What in tarnation are you doing, Brat Mac? We do not.
Oh, the histories. Look at her. What?
You and Bright Mac? Oh, I wouldn't believe it if I
Bright
hadn't seen it with
Mac.
my own eyes.
Oh.
Your families hate each other.
Can't help it. We just
The
sort of
sad part is still to come.
Then Pear Butter
Oh.
told me the sweetest love story I have ever heard.
No.
Happy 131,456 hour anniversary, darling.
Wow.
What?
Cheesy.
That's way longer than we've been together.
I know, but it's the anniversary of the first time I called you Buttercup. It's okay if you didn't get
Oh.
me anything.
Actually, I did.
A guitar
Song.
for me, but I don't know how to play.
Quiet, you.
We're far apart in every breathe the air. I know we are the perfect pair on a prickly path that goes on for miles. But it's worth it just to see you smile. And I cannot be pulled apart from the hold you have in my heart. And even if the world tells us it's wrong,
Oh, they're dancing
my head
so
like
hard.
a catchy song.
Wow, it's just wow.
Do you like it? Be honest now.
It's the best gift you could have given me.
Seasons change and leaves may fall, but I'll be with you
I'm
through them
having
all.
goosebumps.
And rain or shine, you'll always be mine.
Oh my
On a
god.
prickly path that goes on for miles. You're the only one who
Stupid
makes
family
it
war.
worthwhile. And you should not blame me too if
This
I can't
is
help falling in love
so
with
adorable.
you.
Oh.
Hey, no fair. I was gonna tell you the same thing.
You're just mad I beat you to it.
I'm telling you.
It's
I
gonna
was
get worse.
pull up, cover your
I know
eyes,
it.
lead you over here, and say surprise.
So that stone still exists.
And then you'd say,
And Granny's gonna tell the rest of the story, isn't she? And
Then
the
I'd
other
say, I
guy
love you.
together.
Too bad it didn't work out though.
Yep. Too bad.
The pears are moving.
I mean, I
Okay.
figured the pears moved, but I didn't know all that stuff happened before with Granny and Grandpa.
It must have been really hard on our parents.
Oh, it was.
There's still
We're
5 more
moving
minutes to go.
To Vancouver? But that's so far.
It's what's best. There's acres of untouched land and a warehouse to make our jams. We'll get to expand our business and get away from those gosh darn apples.
Pear Butter was devastated, but seeing no way out of it, she did what she had to do.
So that's it?
What do you want me to do, Bright Mac? We're moving. I love you, but I have to stay with my family.
Then Bright Mac did the most romantic thing I've ever seen any pony do.
Fellas,
We're gonna need one more pony to tell that story.
Mayor, you knew our parents?
Not as well as Mrs. Cake, but I did play a part in their love story. The night before the Pear
She
family
married
moved,
them, didn't
Bright
she?
Mac asked me to meet him at the edge of Sweet Apple Acres.
I don't want to be apart from you. Ever. I'm not sure what we'll do, but I'm sure of us. So sure that I'd marry you today.
I would too.
I think that's my
She had a pink mane back then.
I had the honor of officiating your parents' secret wedding, and it was perfect. Bright Mac knew Buttercup wouldn't want a big splash,
Reminds me of some pony else I know.
Yep.
so they had a special way to seal their vows.
2 seats.
I now pronounce you.
What is going on? What's with all these hair candles?
Pear Butter, where are you? You're supposed to be packing. What are you two doing?
Ma, Grandpa, Buttercup and I are in love.
And we'll be married as soon as Mayor says.
Oh, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Yes!
Doesn't that feel nice?
Aww. That, oh yeah.
Talking about married. You two can't be married.
Finally, something we can
Well,
agree.
now they
Pear
are.
Butter,
Bitch,
enough of this
please.
Nonsense. We're moving. And you gotta stick with your family.
But the apples are my family now too.
And they are yours too.
You can't be serious. Are you choosing to be an apple over being a pear?
Are you making me choose?
Yes, I am.
Then yeah, I guess I am.
Oh.
Fine.
Oh.
Can't believe Grandpa just up and left Ma like that. No wonder Granny never told us about any of this.
These things are never easy.
And it's hard to know when it is a good time.
It seems to me that now's as good a time as any.
To talk to both our grandparents. Excuse me, Grandpa?
I'm Applejack.
The music is
and this
already
is Big
changing.
Macintosh.
I'm so
But
scared.
You already know who we are, don't you?
Sure do.
Did you really move to Ponyville just for a change of pace?
No.
Then you came here because you're sorry and you want to get to know us too?
I'm so sorry. I was just so angry, but I never...
It's in the past, Grandpa. Oh, can I call you Grandpa Pear?
Sure can.
Now, where'd you all get to? I ain't seen Hydra Harriers all day.
We've been all over, learning about our parents.
Me, you have?
And our grandfather.
So, you're back,
Sure am. Never should have left.
Finding you and learning all about Mom and Dad, I feel like I found a piece of me I didn't even know was
There's
missing.
still parts
Hearing
missing.
their story makes me feel closer to them somehow.
I'm sorry. I should have told you all about them sooner.
And I should have been here. I can't believe I let a silly feud keep me from my family.
Nothing's keeping you from us now. Let's not miss anything else.
Applejack's right. Welcome back, prickly old pear.
Thanks, you old crabapple.
Now that we're all together, there's something we want to show you. Mom and Dad left us something to remember them by. Come on.
We still don't know how they left. What happened? That is beautiful.
It's impossible.
If anything's gonna make it through, it's apples and pears.
Is it wrong of me to be pissed at this ending to a small spectrum? Wow. I'll explain in a bit. That was a hard bit to take in. It was more than I expected. No, that's wrong. It was fantastic. To that is clear. No other way. This was fantastic, and to finally see so much background and things we didn't know, like the whole existence of their parents. It has been a secret until this point. I mean, we've seen them in this bubble in Royal Problem. This one. And I called it. This is foreshadowing, and I mean, this was fantastic to see them in their younger and older ages and all that stuff that has happened with those two grandparents. To after 7 seasons, they just tell us that the Apple family isn't 100% Apple. Applejack, Apple Bloom, and Big Mac aren't 100% Apple. Well, Big Mac's kids aren't gonna be 100% Apple as well, because Sugar Bell isn't an apple. I wonder how Applejack and Granny reacted to that, by the way. But let's get back to this episode. It's just mind-blowing. It's so unexpected. I expected to see the parents, but I thought I don't even know what I expected. It would be weird if it would be 100% Apple. Am I fucking retarded? Jesus. Now that I think of it. No, but you just never think about stuff like that. It's insane. Well, what can I say? This was an experience. It definitely made me cry a little bit. Not too much though. I expected the unexpected. I thought they would finally go to the topic of death. It's a big step, and it's not something you can just expect. Yes, they need to do that. It's a big thing, but I actually expected it to happen finally. I mean, they said at the end of the episode, our parents left something for us. Means they're gone. But where are they gone, and how did they go? It is, as far as I know, it is confirmed that the parents of Applejack, Apple Bloom and Big Mac are indeed dead. But the history and reasons to why that is hasn't been confirmed yet, or canonized, or whatever you want to call it. So now we finally have the parents here, but we still don't know where they are, and like, how did they leave this world? What happened? Jesus. So this is really deep, and that was a little bit of disappointment. We had so much into this, and then they just leave it like that. They open up this story of their parents, but don't end it. It's kind of a missed thing for me. I still love this episode, but there is missing something. It feels like they started a story and left it open to become a sequel. And that is actually what I'm hoping what would happen. Another episode talking about this topic and actually talking about death. Because death is a real issue. It is something that some children have to deal with, as hard as it is. It is. And I would love to see that. And even if they don't canonize it in the show, I would love some kind of book about it and how they left and all that, and just something. I want to know what happened, okay? It's just, I cannot really live any longer without knowing, you know? Now that we finally had this, it's just hard to stop there. But yeah, there's not much more to say for me about this episode. This was fantastic. I really like the side characters as well. To see Miss Cake getting a role like that was unexpected. Maya Mare, those other two ponies, like their grandfather, Grandpa Pear, yeah, no, and the other dude, bro of what was his name? Harsh Mag? I already forgot, I'm sorry. But of their father. That was cool too. So I'll just leave it there. This was emotional and heartwarming and goosebumps and love. Okay, that's it now for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, if not a thumbs down. Subscribe to see more videos, subscribe to my Daily Motion channel as well. link is in the description, because in near future I'm gonna upload my Equestria Girls special reactions there, because YouTube is impossible for that. If you want to support me, there's a Patreon page down in the description where you can watch early access content as well as Patreon only content and get nice rewards for your pledges, and PayPal link is in the description as well if you want to support me. You can also follow me on Instagram if you're interested, and yes, on Instagram my name is NerfStranger, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. NerfStranger is out. Bye guys.
Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. I was just drawing a